Now, board one of nearing the end of the Wednesday Intermediate B play CBAI play and discuss. Any questions on board one? Any problems on board one?
Yes, was there a case for a negative double from North?
Yes, I think there is a case for a negative double for North. Well spotted. So let's have a look at it.
Too late
North,
now.
North is going to no, but it won't be too late the next time. North is going to pass, East is going to pass, and South is going to open the bidding one heart. West is very likely, and I'm happy for them to overcall, even though the quality isn't as good as it should be, because what has their partner done? Passed. So we'll bid 2 diamonds. Now, when 2 suits have been bid, negative doubles works as follows. It's classic negative doubles. If the minors have been bid, double shows the majors. If the majors have been bid, double shows the minors. And if any other 2 suits have been bid, double shows the other major. So on this hand, because you've 8 points, and 4 cards in the other major, you just about have enough to do what? Double. It's very thin now. It's very thin. But what might the East hand bid?
3 diamonds.
3 diamonds.
They might bid 3 diamonds, mightn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And if they do bid 3 diamonds, it's going to be very tough for South to bid 3 spades, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not easy for them because they've only got 11 points, don't they? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what happened on the board?
I bid the negative double.
And did your partner, did they bid 3 diamonds?
No, they didn't come in with 3 diamonds.
If they don't bid 3 diamonds, now
bid
your
spades.
partner's going to bid 2 spades, aren't they? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Pass. Apologies.
Yeah, but then they came in afterwards with the 3
Well, yeah,
diamond bid.
they might do that, and that's okay as well, isn't it? If they do that now, it might go pass, and now alive come the hills with the sound of music, and they might bid. Nothing wrong with that either, is there? But I prefer, if I'm going to do something as a defender, I prefer, if I'm going to support my partner, what will I do?
3 diamonds.
I'd support them sooner rather than later. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Could you say 2 hearts, Thomas, over the 2 diamonds? The unassuming. I know it's.
I don't think it's good. Well, I don't think it's good enough. I've said that to you.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Now, maybe because you're a passed hand, it's good enough.
Okay.
Yeah. What I like 2 hearts to be, what I like a Q bid of the opponent's suit to say, I like it to say, partner, I have an opening bid. If you've an opening bid, I've an opening bid, we're going to game. That's what I like it for.
Okay.
It can also be used to say, partner, I might need you to have help in what suit? For no trump.
Good called.
Yeah, hearts in this
Hearts.
case. The suit.
Yeah.
So I use the unassuming Q bid as to show an opening bid, right? And it also says, partner, have you got help in hearts in this case? Okay, and that's what I use it for. Now, I might use it as 10 points by a passed hand. And it's not a bad bid, actually. 3 no trump is not a bad bid, is it? It doesn't make, but it's not a bad shot, is it? Yeah?
No.
You made tricks on top, don't you?
Yeah.
6 diamonds and 2 aces. You've 8 winners guaranteed. Now, you don't have a 9th as it happens, because what will the opponents lead?
Diamond.
No, hearts the opponents will lead. So they've
Yeah,
got
but
the
if
ace.
sorry,
what?
if the 2 hearts comes in there, would South's not bid
South might bid 2
2
spades.
spades.
They might bid 2
Yeah.
spades, yeah. They might
And
do
then
that.
West wouldn't have West.
Well, it wouldn't matter.
West
That wouldn't
go to
matter.
no trump then.
No, they wouldn't, because now they might be worried
No.
about what suit.
Yeah.
Spades, but it doesn't matter. They
Yeah.
can pass, or they can bid 3 diamonds. Right? Pass. Partner can still say, have you got something good in hearts? Now you can do it, can't you?
All right.
Your partner can still ask, have they got something good in hearts? Doesn't just because they bid doesn't mean you can't still ask the question. Have you got something good in hearts? Have you got something good in hearts? Yes, I do. Now, again, I wouldn't bid this way on this hand because I need an opening bid or better to use the Q bid. All happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did you all end up? 3 diamonds, 3 spades?
3
2
diamonds.
hearts,
Three
minus 5.
diamonds.
Anyone end up in 2 spades?
3 spades and went down 1.
Yeah, I think you should go down 1. I think you have to lose 2 spades, a heart, a club, and a diamond. I don't think you can make the 3 level. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, all happy?
Yeah.
Now, number 2. So again, it's a pretty grotty 11 count, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fairly miserable. Wouldn't be opening it. It's nowhere near the rule of 20. I mean, if I was opening it, what would I open it?
1 club.
No. If I was open, I wouldn't open it, but I'm telling you, if somebody said, put a gun to me head and said, you have to open that, what are you going to open it? I'd say 1 note trump, 12 to 14.
Yeah.
If I'm playing a weak note trump, yeah. If I had to open it at playing 5 card majors, I'd open a club. But I mean, I wouldn't want to be opening at this, a club, playing at, but I don't mind 1 note trump, but I wouldn't open it. What would I bid? Pass. Now, the south hand is a good hand. What could the south hand do?
1 club.
Yeah, it's 10 though. Again, it doesn't fulfill the rule of 20, does it?
No.
So the rule of 20 is to give you the guideline of when you can be aggressive to open or not. I know some people would prefer to open 3 clubs rather than 1 club, even though they've only 6 of them because of the quality of the suit. And 3 clubs, you've got 10 points. You're at the top end of what you promise. But again, what I would recommend you do on this hand is pass. Third in hand, open. Third in hand, I'd open. But first or second in hand, I wouldn't. Are we happy with that?
Yeah.
And again, we've got a horrible little 11 count over here. What should this hand probably do?
Pass.
And then the north hand is very likely to.
Pass.
Now, did that happen at many tables?
Mm,
Yes.
So,
Good.
go on.
A
Who's
lot of
asking
people
the
open.
question? A lot of people opened, did they?
Yeah, with the club.
Yeah, 1 club and 2 club
But it
made.
doesn't fulfill the. It's not about what makes, folks. That's not
Yeah.
the point of the hand. That's not what we're talking about. We're not results merchants, okay? So we're not talking about whether you make it or don't make it. Does the south hand fulfill the rule of 20?
No.
No.
It's a psych. You've just psyched is what you've done by opening that hand. It doesn't fulfill the rule of 20. It doesn't fulfill the rule of 13. Yeah, your longest, your points, the number of points you have in your hand, plus your extra length points. You have a 6-card suit, don't you?
Yeah.
That gives you 2 extra length points. To open the bidding, you need to have the rule of 13, your length points plus your honor points, or the rule of 20. It doesn't fulfill either of them, does it?
No.
So I'm being honest with you. I wouldn't, if I was going to open the south hand, I'd open it with 3 clubs. Because
Okay.
it's more like a preempt than it is a 1 level opening. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
4 past it. 4
Yeah,
hands
that's
past,
good.
yeah.
The people who passed it, you might not have got a good board, folks. You might have not got a good percentage, but that's what I would recommend you do. The third, if West wanted to open the bidding, I wouldn't object because they're third in hand. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but on this hand, you can't actually make anything. Well, no, nothing makes for East West, even though they've 22 high card points, because it's 4-3-3-3 opposite 4-3-3-3, and they play worse than any other hand. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I can see why people would open a club, but if it doesn't fulfill the rule of 20, well, then I don't really like you doing it because it's a little bit over aggressive. Okay, all happy?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. So half the field we're opening a little bit too light. That can happen. Sometimes it's the last board and you say, feck it, I'm just going to do it. You know what I mean? I've been bored for ages. Okay, so the south hand is going to pass. The west hand is going to do what?
One spade.
And rebid what if they get the opportunity?
Two spades.
Diamond.
2 diamonds, absolutely spot on. Showing 5 spades, 4 diamonds, and
Two difficult.
a minimum hand. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's not
Now over 1 spade.
2 hearts.
Well, that's it, isn't it? That's the problem. North passes and South has a good enough hand, just about, to bid
Hearts.
2 hearts.
2 hearts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass. What does the west hand have to bid? Yeah, you can't bid 3 diamonds.
Yeah.
If you bid 3 diamonds now, you must have 15 plus points. You have to rebid. You have to rebid your spades to show a minimum hand with 5 spades, and that's where I expected
Oh, yeah.
to be. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it probably doesn't go very well for you.
No.
Did you make 2 spades?
No.
Well, you have to lose a heart. You should lose a diamond,
Yeah.
and you have to lose at least 3 spades, and they may end up getting more tricks because you'd only have 7 spades. Isn't that fair enough?
Yeah.
So let's have a look at the double dummy analysis, and let's just see what he says might happen. Now, what did they lead against you?
Jack of clubs.
Clubs.
Jack of clubs says it should go 1 down. What else did anybody lead? What else did anybody lead? Did everybody lead the Jack of clubs?
Yep.
Very
Yeah.
good. Very good. So we can see that that contract should make. The defenders, if you put them down, the defenders didn't make a pig's ear of the defense. That's lovely to say, isn't it? Yeah.
Can I ask
Very-
you, Thomas, at our table, it was a bit screwy. South passed, west passed, north bid a diamond, east overcalled a heart. I called south 1 no trump, and I played in it. It's a bit crazy.
So it went a diamond, a heart, 1 no trump, pass.
Yeah.
And what was led?
7 of diamonds.
No, well, first of all, the 7 of diamonds
No,
is here.
I thought.
What was led, Austin?
Oh, geez. good
3 of
question.
spades. 3
3
of spades.
Yeah, and you're let's have a look at what it says. So did you make it?
No, I got hammered.
But you shouldn't.
I made it, but I got 30% for it, you know?
Yeah, you got, because the opposition are too high, and by them going down, you're getting 100, aren't you? Now, this is the difference between teams and pairs, lads.
All right, so it's not making it, it's
No,
more.
it's the fact that everybody who was a defender, they gave 100 points to North-South, didn't they? Because they went down in their contract. And if you give 100 points to North-South and you're South and you get 90 points, well, you're not going to do very well, are you? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, if they were non-vulnerable, what would have happened? You would have got a good board, wouldn't you?
Mm.
Because everybody would have only been getting 50 and you got
90.
90. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, all happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the vulnerability on this board. Yeah. Oh, not undo. Sorry, redeal. Okay, number 4. Now, what happened on number 4? We have a weak no trump by the west if you're playing it. Okay, pass. Probably a stay man.
Yeah.
Have you got a 4-card major? A pass from here, 2 diamonds saying no, I don't, pass, and now we're going to have to jump to 3 no trump. Is that what happened?
Yep. They did two.
Yeah.
Well, oh, they
Sorry.
might have only bid 2 no trump. You're right. Sorry, I miscounted. My bad. Second mistake of the day. 11 or 12 points. Isn't that right? But it won't matter because what will the West hand do?
Bid 3.
I know trump anyway. Okay. Does that make sense? Now,
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
on
of course
this?
you can.
My partner did the stayman,
Yeah.
and I got confused because I do remember being told years ago that you could do stayman with a 5 and a 4 card major and as little as 0 points.
Yeah,
So
but what
that
did she bid
confused
after?
my issue.
What did she bid after your 2 diamonds?
2 no trump.
Then she can't have 5 and 4 and 0 points, can she?
So if she had to have 5 and 4, would she just have come back with the 5 card suit? Is that
Exactly. She'd have bid her 5 card heart suit if she had it, or she'd have bid her 5 card spade suit if she had it, and that would demand that you.
A pass. Okay.
But when she goes back to 2 no trump, you now know she must have 1 4 card major and 11 or 12 points. So you have enough to bid.
No trump, 3 no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what did they lead against you?
I led the ace of,
Spade.
or the ace of spades.
No,
Six of clubs.
North is on lead.
The 9 of spades.
9 of spades.
9 of spades.
Okay, thank you. That's an what?
Is South on lead?
Well, if South is on lead, I would expect South probably to be leading the King of Hearts
Okay.
because they've King, Queen.
And Jack.
Yeah, that's what I would have led from South. From
So
the
it's
North. What?
So sorry. So it's always the top and up and not the second.
Well, no, but in this
The
one,
9 is
on
good.
this one, you've got 9, 8, 7, haven't you?
Top of
You don't
sequence.
need to
yeah.
lead. It's not that it's a sequence. It's not that it's promising it. It's that the 9 is just a sequence. So why lead the 8 and confuse things? Do you know what I mean? The 9
right,
is
okay.
just makes it easier. If I had 9, 7, 3, 2, what would I lead? The 7. Yeah. It's
Okay.
because I've 9, 8, 7 that I can lead the 9. It's not that it promises it, by the way. It's just safer to do. But a spade doesn't matter, by the way. A spade lead is the same thing, isn't it?
Sorry, Thomas, just a quick question on no trump lead.
Yeah.
Say the bottom hand and you didn't have that sequence in hearts, but you had those 5 diamonds, but
I'd lead the 6 of diamonds.
You'd lead the 6. Okay.
Second highest from 4 small that doesn't have a sequential order. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Now, did you make 3 no trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Not at our out table, no.
You should make it. Now, why? Because let's say they lead a spade. Okay, we win. What way should you finesse clubs? Who's the danger hand? Who's the safe hand?
Yeah.
North is the danger hand. South is the safe hand. So if you play a small club, you finesse into the
Jack or the 10.
Yeah, and if they lose it to the Queen, they can't attack spades. Can South play spades for profit?
No.
And as it happens, the club wins, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, now I might even come back to the diamond and repeat the finesse,
Yeah.
just in case the suit breaks 4-1. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter as it happens. Finesse again, cash the ace. And now I can play a diamond, cash me diamonds, heart, and I've got 5 club tricks. 3 diamonds is 8. The ace of hearts is 9, and the ace of spades is
10.
And good things might happen because this person is going to come under pressure, aren't they?
Yeah.
So now we lead a diamond, and they have to play a diamond, and we win a diamond, and they play a diamond, and as we play our clubs, we throw a heart. They can throw a diamond, and we play a club, and they throw a heart, and we can throw a heart. Well, I mean, what do they throw? They can throw a heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now we lead a heart. Cash it. Cash the diamond. And if we're bright enough and we pick it off, if we now lead a heart, what's the South going to have to give us?
Spade.
A spade. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, I don't think that's likely to happen. I think 10 tricks, if you can get 10 tricks on this board, I'd imagine you got a very good score, yeah?
Yeah.
Thomas, how do you decide which is the danger hand?
Well, who can you afford to play a spade?
South.
North or south?
South only has 2.
No. What spades do you have in dunk?
Back in 6.
Yeah.
So if south wins the club, they can't play spades. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah.
If north wins the queen of clubs, they can play a spade, thereby trapping your jack, can't they?
Yes.
So north is the danger hand and south is the
Safe
safe
hand.
hand. Because south is sitting behind the card you're trying to protect, aren't they?
Yeah.
And north is sitting in front of it. And we know north doesn't have anything good in spades because what did they lead?
9.
They don't have an honor in spades. You know where the queen and the king of spades are. So south becomes the safe hand and north becomes the danger hand. Does that make sense?
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay. Now, let's push on. I might get a buzz on my door. I'm expecting shopping. It's not supposed to be here, but I just got a message to say it might be early. Okay, I'll pause if it comes. Now, board 5. Did we end up in 4 spades or 6 spades?
4. We ended up in 4.
But look at this hand. What's the value of the east-west cards in high card points?
21.
And yet you can make what?
4 spades.
No. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
I mean, like I can count 13 tricks. I just look at this hand and you can see 13 tricks without any problem.
Yeah.
No matter what they lead, no matter what card they play, what should we make?
7.
13.
Now, this is what I'm trying to get you people to think about when they're playing bridge. It's these sort of hands, lads. I mean, I'm not saying that the east hands should open, because again, it doesn't fulfill the rule of 20. But when their partner opens, if their partner ever bids spades, their hand becomes absolutely huge. So say the bidding goes pass. People might open. Did many people open 1 spade?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Some people might have, right? But if they open 1 spade, right, we should be trying to get close to slam if 1 spade is open. But I think the bidding might go something like this: pass, 1 heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass, 1 spade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, but sorry, no, 1 spade overcall. Sorry, 1 spade pa, and then they have a bit of a problem here now. Okay, they can't bid 2 diamonds because they don't really have the points, or 2 clubs. They might bid 2 hearts, but they might just pass as well. But whatever they do, this hand is absolutely monster. Monster. Do you want to know what the value of the east hand is now? 17 points.
They've a void.
They've a void and 5 trumps when they know their partner's likely to have 5 trumps. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You now don't have an 8 card fit. You now have a 10 card likely fit. Yeah?
Right. Yeah.
And if North-South ever find out that they have a fit in hearts, if they ever show that they have a fit in hearts at any stage, you can be fairly confident your partner doesn't have very many hearts, can't you?
Yeah.
So 21 points and you can make a grand slam. Well, we want to be investigating a slam if that's the case, don't we? I'd like us to think we might be able to get to what? A small slam.
6 spades.
Yeah, 3 hearts, forcing, cubid. Partner, I have an opening bid now. How can you have an opening bid? You passed. Well, the fit told me I have an opening bid. Yeah, pass.
Yeah.
Now, this hand might just bid 3 spades because it's bare minimum. Pass. Well, now I'll start Q bidding. Partner, tell me what you have. I need to know. Have you anything at all over there? Do you know what I mean? I have an absolute monster over here. Pass. No, partner, I've nothing at all for you. Partner, I'm telling you, I need to know. I've got all this good stuff. What the hell is going on over here? Pass. Okay, I have a singleton heart. Now, if that auction happened in an international tournament, I'd be pleased with that. 21 points getting to a small slam. I don't think it's possible for us to get to a grand slam if the opponents open the bidding and they keep interfering. It's very hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
But if-
Thomas, on
yeah.
that, when East comes in with the four club, West doesn't know. Does West know at that point that the fit is in spades?
They do.
Like,
They
does
do.
East
They
have
do. They do. Yeah.
So East doesn't have to bid spades to show it. They can just
No,
go
why
straight
not?
to
Why
Q
not?
bidding.
Why not?
Because it'll
The
take
Q
out
bid.
the Q bid.
Exactly. I mean, if I didn't want to agree spades, couldn't I just have bid my clubs?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why did I bid 3 hearts and then bid clubs? Why didn't I just bid clubs? I must be trying to show a sort of a slam try hand. Yeah.
Yeah. So once East knows the fit is there, that's
Yeah.
enough
Yeah.
for the Q
Yeah.
bid.
Again, you have to be confident that you know your stuff. Otherwise, wheels will come off. You understand? We'll end
Yeah.
up in the ditch sometimes, but that's what I'm saying to you. We have to go through what the different bids can mean and what the subsequent bids can mean. Isn't that fair enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Thomas, just quick clarification
Shoot.
that 3-heart bid is that's basically saying to West, I have a fit in spades.
Yeah, and this auction, right? Because they're a passed hand, 3 hearts has to guarantee a fit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But if I hadn't the passed, the 3 hearts doesn't have to guarantee a fit, because then I could quite comfortably have 13 or 14 points, couldn't I?
Yeah.
So again, the
Okay.
change of the auction changes what happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Great question. Very well done. Yeah. Okay.
Thomas, can you just go through it if South doesn't bid and West starts the bidding?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no trouble at all. So pass, pass, pass. 1 spade. Okay, now it's completely different. Pass. Now, what I bid on this hand is a splinter. We've spoken about this before, haven't we? A singleton or void in
Diamonds.
Diamond.
and opening points and a fit for.
Spade.
Spades.
Now, over this, what should your partner bid?
6 spades.
Well, that's not a bad bid. Yeah, they could bid 6 spades. Yeah, but then you might miss 7. Do you see the point? And if they bid 4-no trump, now you should be able to show what you have. Now the next person should be able to show that they have 2 key cards and a void. That's what that is in key card. Would you believe that? Yeah, but you don't find out about what card. The Queen of Spades. So again, you're likely to only end up in
6.
But that's how I'd bid it if 1 spade was opened. All right. Splinters are a way to show shape and distribution and fits. And they're enabled. Look at what makes this hand. The fact that West has no points in diamonds opposite.
Avoid.
It means the opposition have ace, king, queen, jack of diamonds, and they don't get any value for it. Yes, go ahead.
Thomas, can you explain what does the 5-no trump indicate?
It indicates 2 key cards and a void. It's part of Roman key card Blackwood. Again, it's part of the system that we would want people to aspire to play, because if otherwise you can't show a void, can you?
No.
The 4 diamonds showed a singleton or a
Void.
So if I answer at the 5 level, okay, if I answer bidding 5 clubs or 5 diamonds or 5 hearts or 5 spades, my partner will know I have a singleton. If I bid 5-no trump, I'm showing 2 key cards with a void. If I bid 6 clubs, I'm showing I think it's 1 key card with a void, and I think 6 clubs, 6 diamonds is 2. I'd have to check, but it's part of a system called Roman key card Blackwood, which is all about trying to find shape and distribution. Okay,
Yeah.
But it
Okay.
just hammers home the point. 21 points and a Grand Slam could have been made. We have to think a little bit differently than just points, don't we?
Yeah.
All happy?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to have to plow on a little bit, lads, because we've only a half an hour. Okay, any questions on this? So I think it should go something like this. Pass, 1 diamond. And even though my spades aren't great, and even though I'm vulnerable, I would like to either bid 1 spade or 2 spades. 6-4 is a little bit of a better hand. Yeah, and it jams up the opposition. What should North be able to do, though?
2 hearts.
No, but even over 2 spades, what should they be able to do?
Oh,
Yeah, over 1 spade, they
Negative
can bid
double.
2 hearts. Yeah, but over 2 spades, what do they have to do?
double.
Negative double, isn't it?
Yeah.
East might bid 3 spades or pass, but North has a good enough hand to do what now?
Go to 4.
Yeah. Now, what did we end up in?
4 hearts.
And did you make it?
Yep.
Well
I
done.
know. I didn't.
Okay, if you didn't make it, you probably drew too many trumps. You
I
need to
think I
not
didn't
draw.
take my diamond.
You need to do diamonds, or you need to draw trumps and give the queen of diamonds. You should only lose 1 club, 1 diamond, and 1 spade. Is that fair enough?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, if they lead clubs and you rough, right? If they lead clubs and you rough, you can't draw 3 rounds of trumps, can you?
No.
Because if you draw 3 rounds of trumps, you've all these losers and you haven't given up the diamond. So I'd say there's a bit of play involved in this, lads. It's not mama papa. Yeah, but if I show double dummy, I'd say it'll say it always makes. And I'd say if we go through the play of the hand, which we will just quickly, what did they lead against you?
We let it club.
Okay,
Yes,
so say they lead
Clubs.
say they lead a club and it goes king, yeah, queen, and then you play the ace of clubs, rough, and they play a club, rough. Now you can play a heart to have a look, no problem. Yeah, and it says you can even draw the hearts, and the reason why you can draw the hearts, but you don't know this, is because they have a doubleton. If they had a tripleton, you couldn't afford to do this. But it's because this hand can't get the rough. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
But you're lucky on this hand. I think the way I'd play it, I'd probably go down. I'd end up losing. No, I'll swap a trick. What I would do on the hand and the way I would play it, sorry, undo, is this. After I saw the 9 of hearts, I would do this. I'd play the ace of diamonds. Yeah, and now I'd lead a small diamond. But that doesn't give them a rough and the queen, does it? Do you see what happens by doing this, lads? Look, if they play small, they win the jack, and they get a rough, but then they've only won trump, don't they? Or if they win the queen of diamonds, which is more likely, now they can't lead a diamond, can they? Do you see that, everybody? Now you have the ability to make the contract. All you need to do is rough another diamond high, whatever they play. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they lead another spade. And you draw trump. And you rough a diamond. See it?
Mm.
And you draw the last trump. And all your diamonds are winners. Do you see that, everybody?
Yeah.
Quite subtle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's push on. Number 7, where did you end up in?
2 spades by North.
2 spade by North plus.
Now,
1.
did they open 1 spade or did they open 2 spades?
2 spade.
Good. I like that. I think I prefer to be the best I could be. That's about the best hand you could have, isn't it? Yeah, as opposed to the absolute worst hand. Do you see the point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I agree with 2 spades. And that's probably where you ended up, was it?
Yeah.
Thomas, East played it in 1 no trump.
Okay, so no, maybe North opened what? 1 past?
Passed.
Okay, so pass. And then it goes 1 no trump, does it? I'd still bid 2 spades now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
We
it's
did.
easier to do it now because now your partner knows you don't have an opening bid,
No.
don't they?
Yes.
Okay, so I'd want to be in 2 spades on this hand. It's a good spot, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all happy?
Yeah.
Okay, number 8. We're just nearly catching up now, we are. Okay, number 8 is the teaching board. What way did the bidding go on this hand? Did it go pass?
Yes.
Now, in 4th seat, do you all play week 2 openings?
Yeah.
Well, in 4th seat, a week 2 opening does not show 6 to 10 points. Yeah?
Yeah.
A 4th suit opening in a week 2 shows something like 9 to 13, or 10 to 14. It doesn't, or 8 to 12. It's whatever range you want. I play it as 9 to 13. Okay, and it promises a 6-card suit. Now that makes it harder for the opposition to bid, doesn't it?
Yeah.
See, 1 heart makes it easy, and 2 hearts. And remember, you can't have 6 points 4th in hand, or somebody has chosen not to open with 12 points. And that's why you don't play week 2's 4th in hand. So what did you all get to on this hand?
Passed out.
4 spades.
1 heart.
4 spades.
3
Did
hearts.
did 4 spades make?
Yes.
No.
Well, it shouldn't have.
Mhm.
4 spades shouldn't have made. You should lose 3 diamonds and a heart, shouldn't you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so did anybody play in 2 hearts?
Played in 1
3
heart.
hearts.
Did you make 3 hearts?
He did, yeah.
hearts.
Yeah.
Okay, how did you make 3 hearts? Did you drop the singleton king? What did they lead against you?
Ace
Same,
spades.
amazing.
Okay, so if the play goes like this in hearts, ace of spades, king of spades, they probably lead another spade, do they?
Yeah, 2 spades.
Yeah.
Queen and ruff. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the right way to play the heart suit is to finesse, folks. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the right way to play that suit in isolation. But before we play the heart suit, what we can do is we can cross to the dummy and we can find out which person has the ace of clubs.
All right.
Because if you know that West has the ace of clubs, you know that East must have the king of.
Hearts.
What did West do in their opening bid? So, and they've now shown up with the ace of spades, the king of spades, and the ace of clubs,
Yeah.
haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who must have the ace king of hearts?
East.
So now, if we don't finesse a heart, whenever we get in and win the return, we play the ace of hearts, hoping that the only card they have is the
King.
king. Now, isn't that interesting?
Very.
You see, we often think, I don't know where the king of hearts is. Well, you can find out. You know the person on your left has the ace and king of spades. If you know that they have the ace of clubs, does that make sense to us? When I say it to you, does it look, oh Jesus, yeah, that's absolutely crystal clear to me when I say it to you. But finding it at the table is hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huey, can I just or Thomas, can I just ask you one question, please?
Yeah.
You know this rule of 14 or 15 where you don't open if you add your points.
No,
with
That's at the one level, isn't it?
spades.
That's at the one level.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's the one level. That's why I don't open 1 heart, because it doesn't
Okay.
fulfill the rule of 15. But that's why a bid of 2 hearts promises 6 hearts and 10 to 14 points.
How
see-
about, you know, technically they say you can add length, or Thomas, sorry, they can add length points.
That only comes to 12.
Yeah, so can you not open then The
No,
south
you're
hand.
supposed to have 30. It's supposed to come to 13 with length points before you open.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So when in fourth in hand, if you don't have spades, the problem with opening one heart is you're giving them the opportunity to come in cheaply, aren't you?
Yeah.
Whereas if you open two hearts, it's making it less likely. So that's why the rule of 15 doesn't apply to fourth in hand if you're opening at the 2 level. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Most people don't know this. That's why I'm doing it, witches, lads, because most people don't understand fourth in hand bidding is not the same as first, second, or third in hand, because there's nobody else left to preempt, is there?
No.
You can't preempt anybody. They've all passed. So the bids change fourth in hand. Okay, we have to plow on, lads. We're a little bit behind.
Thomas, very quickly, can you explain the rule of 15?
The rule of 15 is adding your points to the number of spades you have. And if it comes to 15, you're allowed open at the 1 level fourth in hand.
Okay.
So 10 points and 2 spades means you shouldn't open 1 heart. But you can open 2 hearts because the rule of 15 doesn't apply to the 2 level. Okay?
Thank you.
Now, on this hand, any question? We should probably just end up in 3-note trump, yeah?
Yeah, we did. But...
Yeah.
Okay, and you should probably make it. Lots of tricks, in fact, I think, yeah? Okay, so we push on because we have to catch up a few balls. Now, on this one, where did we end up? Should go pass, 1 spade. Pass, 2 clubs. Sorry, there's a bit of a feedback coming from somebody. Let's see if I can find it in a second. Pass. Now, what does the south hand bid?
2 hearts.
That's forcing, by the way. That can't be passed. A change of suit at the 2 level by opener is forcing. It doesn't promise strength, but it doesn't promise weakness. Some people might bid 3 hearts on this hand, thinking they have to do it with 16 points. They don't. Two hearts is forcing. Most people, again, don't know that. And over 2 hearts, what would I expect the next hand to bid? 3, or maybe even
3 clubs.
No, I've got a fit in hearts. I'd expect North to bid 3 hearts, or maybe even 4 hearts. Yeah?
Yeah.
So ignoring the 5-3 fit and spades.
Which is, well, why? You're not ignoring it. Which is it better to play if you have a 5-3 fit or a 4-4?
4-4.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's 4-4 is more risky, by the way, but 4-4 might produce extra tricks. Yeah?
Yeah.
So how many tricks did you make on this? You should make +1 no matter what you're in.
Yeah, +1.
4 spades +1, 4 hearts +1.
4 spades +1.
And 4 hearts +1. If you're in 4 hearts, yeah, you should make +1. All you should lose is 1 spade because both honors are on side, and 1 heart because the suit breaks 3-2. Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so a 4-4 fit, if you have a choice between playing in a 4-4 or a 5-3 fit, and it's the same rank, you should always choose 4-4. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, well done. That's again something that experts would always know, and particularly in match-pointed pairs. In teams, you might choose to play in the 5-3 fit because it's safer. But in match-pointed pairs, we're not interested in safety. We're interested in achieving the greatest score, even at a greater risk. Okay.
Yeah, I figured it was safer.
And it didn't matter on that board. Where did we end up on this one?
2 hearts.
4 spade east. 1-note trump.
Okay, so all kinds of everything, wasn't it? So I reckon the bidding is going to go something like this. Pass from the south. I would open the west hand. Even though I've only 11 points, it fulfills the rule of
20.
Yeah, 1 heart. Now I'd expect the north hand to pass.
Yeah.
They don't have enough points to double because they don't have spades. And now I'd expect it to go 1 spade, pass, 2 spades. Pass, pass,
Yeah.
pass. Yeah?
Yes.
And
Thomas,
you
can I
might-
just ask you
yeah.
that? Sorry, on the
Go
lead
ahead.
then on that. So my partner was south and led the 4 diamonds. I took it against 4 spade contract. I took it with the ace. I could see the king on the table in double,
And the
but I
jack.
still
Did
led
they
back
play
the
the well?
diamond.
No. Did they play the jack of diamonds?
They
They
played
did,
the
didn't
jack, yeah.
they? You should
And I
come
went
back
up
a
the
diamond.
ace.
You should come
I
back a diamond.
should.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and if you don't, you see, it gives them time to set up the heart suit, doesn't it? To get the diamond away. They ended up making lots of tricks against you, didn't they?
Yeah.
But if you come back a diamond, you've set up a diamond trick before you lose control of what suit, the spades. And when you get in on your king of spades, your partner's diamond winner is set up. So you should get two diamonds because your partner led a diamond, an excellent lead partner. 2 diamonds, 1 spade, and 1 club. They should only make 2 spades plus 1.
Yeah, sorry, they did. They only made.
Okay.
They went down 1 on 4 spade.
Yeah, they should go down 1 on a diamond lead if you continue a diamond. They could have made it, by the way, if you don't come another diamond. All right. Any questions on this?
Sorry, Thomas, before you go, just on the overcall by North, just tell me again why you wouldn't.
Well, I don't. What do you want to overcall?
Well, no, sorry, not an overcall, a double.
Yeah, but what double shows
points.
shortness in hearts and support for the other 3 suits. Have you support for spades?
Well, the king and jack.
No, that's not support.
Not really.
Not really, no. If your spades and hearts were reversed, if you had 2 hearts and 3 spades, I'd allow you to double. But when you have 3 hearts and 2 spades, you don't have any cards in the other major, your bid is pass. And do you want to know what that's called? A disciplined pass. Why?
Okay.
People don't like passing with 14 points, do they?
No.
But it's disciplined because you don't have the right shape to make a double. Is that fair enough?
Okay. Yeah.
All
true.
right. It's a common mistake that people make. They double just because they've opening points. That's not correct. You have to have SOS as well. Shortage in opener suit, support for the other suits. And if you don't have those 3 things, you shouldn't make a takeout double, because every time I double, my partner always bids the spades, the suit I don't have. And it's a disaster for me. Okay.
Grand, yeah, okay, perfect.
No, lovely. Number 12.
I have a question.
Go on.
I have a question about, you were saying with an 8-card fit, 4-4 is better than 5-3.
Or 6-2, yes.
Or 6-2, but in a 7-card fit, when you're trying to just find the best suit at a lower level,
A 5-2 is better than 4-3, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
well
you.
done, well done. Any questions on number 12? So it's going to go pass, and we've got the dreaded 4-4-4-1, don't we? Well, I opened this a club.
Mm.
The next hand passes. My partner bids a spade.
Yeah.
Pass, and now I'm going to bid
3
spades.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And partner's probably going to, unless they've lost reason, pass. Even though we're going to make game on this hand, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't really have the points or the values to be there. 6 opposite 16 just isn't good enough. And your partner doesn't have a good enough hand to raise, and you don't have a good enough hand to go to 4. So I'd expect us to be in 3 spades, making plus a couple of tricks. All happy?
Yeah.
Is it reckless for East to bid 4 spades?
I think it is on this hand, yeah.
Even with a singleton, ace of diamonds.
Yeah, but it doesn't have, yes, I counted that to bid 3, you see. It's 3, yeah, it's 3, 4, 5, you have 6 losers. It's a 3 spade bid, honestly.
Okay, I trust you.
Honestly, yeah, you could. I mean, I know what you're saying. You're going to give yourself 3 points for your singleton ace. But I'll put it to you this way. Take a club away and give your partner another heart. Suddenly it's not as good a contract, is it? It's only because your partner has a doubleton in your 4 crappy suit and they've no points in diamonds. You don't know your partner's king of clubs. If your partner had the king and queen of diamonds, would it be a good hand? No. So it's borderline, by the way. If you bid 4, I wouldn't object to you. I can see why you bid 4. All right?
Thank you.
All happy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 13. Where did we end up on this?
Four spade.
Four spade.
Four
Cbai. Four
And did we make it?
Yeah.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Some did.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think it's close. I think it's close. Let's just have a look at it for a second and put in 4 spades, see what it says to us. Just very quickly. A lot depends on what they lead against you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if they lead a club or a diamond or a spade, which they probably won't, you should go down. What did everybody lead?
A little heart.
Queen of hearts.
Now you shouldn't. That makes the king of hearts a winner, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You shouldn't lead hearts. If you lead any heart, what have you just done by leading a heart? Giving them
the king.
Giving them the contract. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you should never lead away from that combination of suit contract. You should be waiting for them, your partner, to play through, or for declarer to play. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, all happy? So on this one, did we get to 4 spades?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Very
No
well
Trump.
done.
We played it in.
3-0 trump's
No
not
trump.
played by who? By who?
No.
That's good. 3-0 trump played by North is excellent. Because what does 3-0 trump played by North do? It protects what cards? Your ace queen of,
Diamonds.
and your ace queen of,
Clubs.
yeah. So 3-0 trump by North, I can see why that happens as well. What did you make in 4 spades?
+1.
+1.
And what did you make in 3-0 trump?
+2.
Oh, so that's the 10 points, isn't it? The
Yeah.
person in 3-0 trump +2 snuck that 10 extra points. But had you only made +1, it wouldn't have been as good for you, would it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the risk. 3-0, that's match points pairs for you. 3-0 trump +2, you probably got near a top on the board, did you?
They did get a
At the
top.
top, yeah.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, see. Yeah?
Can I ask you something about that board? My partner opened 2 hearts, like a week 2 opening.
Yeah.
And I did the 2-0 trump response.
I probably wouldn't have bid 2-0 trump because I've only 1 heart. I probably would have bid a forcing 2 spade.
Oh, thank you.
And now your partner can bid. Can't they?
Yeah.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, any other questions?
Yeah. How would you bid to 3-0 trump on that?
Well, I wouldn't. I'd want to be in 4 spades.
Okay.
I'd want it to go 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 spades, 4 spades. That's what I'd want to be. I wouldn't want to be in 3-0 trump.
Okay.
Because if they don't lead a diamond or a club, if they lead a heart or a spade, you might end up that 3-0 trump isn't going to be as good. So I'd want to be in 4 spades on that, and I'd want to make 11 tricks. So well done. But again, if you're in 3-0 trump and you make +2, you've taken an opportunity, but there was a risk. That's all I'm saying to you.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, board 15, talk to me. Do we open at 1 heart or do we open at 1-0 trump? Because that's a question you have to decide in your partnership.
1-0 trump.
It's just what you. Yeah, it's what you decide. It's what you decide. It's not right or wrong. Do you know what I mean? But if you open 1 heart, you're going to have to rebid 2 hearts, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you play in 2 hearts, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what did everybody bid on this?
No trump.
How many?
1-0 trump.
Yeah, so it's just a question of that, like. Now, what happened in 1-0 trump? How did you get on in it?
8.
And how does 2 hearts do?
Not well.
You see, so this is one where you want at the end of the hand, you'd want to open it 1-note trump, wouldn't you? As it happens, like it's you don't know this when you're doing it, but you have to. What I would do on this hand, and again, I'll be honest with you, I would open this 1 heart. That's what I would do. And when the bidding went past and my partner bid 1 spade, bidding would go 2 hearts. That's what I would do. 2 hearts, sorry. That's what I would do, and I'd probably end up getting a bad board, because you have to lose 3 spades, the ace of diamonds, the ace of clubs, and you have to lose 1 heart, don't you?
Yeah.
You can't not lose 1 heart. So 2 hearts shouldn't make, and 1-note trump is a good contract because you can establish the clubs. They can't take enough tricks to put you down. So opening 1-note trump was the right thing to do, yeah?
Sorry, would you not? Why would you open 1 heart there with 5 hearts? Would you not open
Because
1
some
note trump?
people, no, I mean, I'm being honest with you. I don't open 1-note trump when over half my points are in my suit. I'm telling you what I would do if I was playing in a national tournament or internationally. That's the rule I have, and I just live with that rule. On this board, it doesn't work for me, does it? On this board, it doesn't work for me. But on another board where 1-note trump doesn't make and 2 hearts is the better contract, well, then I gain on that board, don't I? So I'm consistent in my approach, you see. I have a rule that if my major is 5 cards and it's so good, you see, ace, king, jack is too good for me to open 1-note trump, in my opinion. But if I had 5 to the 10, what would I open? 1-note trump, because all my points will be outside. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, very good. It's one of those things, like what happens, you don't worry about what happens on one particular board. You have to remember what happens the next time you do it, and the next time you do it, and the next time you do it. And then you have to weigh up after 50 or 60 times what was the best thing over a number of boards, rather than what happens on one individual board. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not interested in the results. We're not results merchants. We're interested in what's likely to happen, or what we can create to happen as we improve our level of play. Now, just to finish. Another interesting hand, because we've got a big fit and a void, haven't we? We've a double fit and a void, in fact. So where did you end up in on this?
4 spades.
Anything could be on this, yeah. And did you make 4 spades?
No, they didn't.
5 spades, yeah, 4 spades was in it.
I think 4 spades, but it's tricky, because what happens, isn't there a bad break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's playing the diamonds cutely kind of at the end. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have, and you don't have, but let's have a look at it anyway, right? So let's just say pass, and who plays it, north or south?
North.
Okay, so we just put it, well, it could be either, but we just put it, 2 people said north, so we just put that in. And we put in the double dummy analysis. So it says really on anything, what should happen?
4 spades makes.
Yeah. Okay, so if you didn't make it, you need to think about what way you played it and go back and play it again and see where you went wrong.
How would you looking at the hand, Thomas?
The way I'd look at the hand is I'd be worried about a 4-1 break straight away. That's the first thing. A 3-2 break on this hand is easy. You've millions of tricks, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've 3 spade tricks, you've 5 diamond tricks, you know what I mean? You've loads of tricks. But on this hand, you don't have very many absolute winners on top. You've 1 club and 5 diamonds is 6 winners on top. So you're short lots of tricks, even though you don't have very many losers. So again, what are they going to lead against you? Because that's important. I mean, they might decide to lead spade, spade, and spade. What does that do? Make them drawing all their trumps, isn't it? It doesn't matter, by the way. It says if that happens, you should be okay. So they might lead a club, they might lead a diamond. What did they lead against us, everybody?
Well, South is playing our hand.
No, so South is playing it. They're leading the Jack of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Ace of Hearts, right? And they're roughing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that gives a heart trick, by the way. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's just go that way, right? Let's just lead the ace of hearts because they won't lead it unless it's played, right? Ruff, lead the jack, and we can just play that card, and then it doesn't matter, doesn't it? We created the same situation.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so now you're in your hands. You might decide to lead trumps now, but I wouldn't lead trumps yet. I wouldn't lead trumps until I ruff another little
heart.
Does that make sense?
Mm.
Yeah, now it doesn't matter what you lead. If you lead the jack of spades, it's the same thing. What do?
They get with the ace. Ace with king.
Now, again, what do they play? They have to play something. Let's say they play a club now is the best thing they can play. We have to win the ace. You see, now we can play the spade, can't we? We get the bad news now. Oh my God, what's going to happen? Oh, I'm so bad. What do they do? Well, they might decide to win it as well. But if they win it, they're stuck. Because if they win it, what do? They can't play a spade, because if they play a spade, they're giving up a trick, aren't they? So they should play a club. We play the 10, they play the queen. And what do? Ruff. Now what do? We play the... And you have to ruff it. And if you don't do that now, you're going to go down. And now you're happy. Now you have no problem. Now you just play your winning diamonds, and they ruff, and they have no choice but to put you into the hand. Okay?
Very good.
The 4-1 break is bad, but you should know that you can lose 3 trumps, can't you?
Mm.
And that's what you have to be able to keep control of the trumps. So you can afford to play 1 round of trumps and then stop playing trumps, and then just keep playing your diamonds, and you don't lose control. Everybody happy with that?
Yeah.
Beautiful little hand to finish on. Tough hand to finish on as well, because the concentration levels might be dipping coming to the end. All right? All
Thomas,
right.
can I ask you just a quick one going back?
Shoot.
I'm sorry to go back on
on.
board 9. I played in 3-no trump and made 2, and I actually thought that slam was in it, but I didn't know how to bid it as a slam.
Okay, just give
Is
us a
this
quick
one that
look
you
at it
would
for
consider?
a second. Hold on. I can put it up on the board here.
Oh, there was 6 no trump. Yeah, they went down.
10, 17, 20. It's tricky. 2-no trump with 10 points. It's a tricky hand. I wouldn't be worried not being in 6-no trump on this hand.
Just leave it. Okay.
I wouldn't be worried about it unless you have a way to be able to show a long minor. You're guessing. Your partner could have 20 to 22, and you don't know. So when I looked at this hand didn't scream to me you should be in slam. Is that fair enough?
Okay. Yeah, good.
It didn't scream to me that you should be in, that it was an obvious slam to be investigating or being in. Now it makes loads of tricks, but that's not the point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think anybody has made a crime by not being in slam on this board. All right.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah.
All right. Very well done, lads. See you all next week.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.